dogs, the stock market, India, and economic growth. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Hello investors, and welcome to another video by me, Jack Kouzi. Now, how am I going to put these four things together? Well, let's talk about investing. Now, when you're investing in your local exchange or exchanges around the world like the S&P 500, volatility is sometimes the name of the game. Stock prices move up and down. They exist and they're mainly driven by short-term factors. Now on this channel, we don't really care about short-term factors. When we look at stock markets or stocks or industries or sectors, we're thinking about the long term. One really good gauge of long-term investing or value investing is looking at gross domestic product, GDP. Now it's a total monetary or market value of the finished goods and services that one country derives in a calendar year. I know, really technical. When we think about it simply, it functions as a comprehensive scorecard of a country's economic health. Where does dog fit in? Think about this. There's a woman walking a dog across the park. Now the woman is generally going in the one direction. The dog, in the meantime, is jumping up and down and moving backwards and forwards, but also generally being dragged by the woman across the park. Now think of the woman as GDP, or a country's economic health. Think of the dog as the stock market. Stock market bounces up and down short term, but generally when we look at history, follows that nation's economic health, growth, and GDP. So where does India fit into this? Well, one of the reasons I like India for the long term is because of that country's economic health and that GDP output. India is now the world's third largest economy. It's forecast to grow anywhere between 5.5% to 6%, 6.5% GDP over the next 3 to 5 years. It's the world's fastest growing major economy, now surpassing China. It's got a functioning democracy. It's got a high English language proficiency, which means its companies can sell to high or rich Western nations. It's a major exporter of technology services. And you know what I say to you? Technology is no longer a sector, it's the driving force behind those sectors. It's got high consumer spending. And the other thing that I really like about it is it's got a young and emerging millennial population. In fact, India has roughly around 350 million people under the age of 30. And the key here is, guys, these young people will earn more than their parents and spend more than their parents, which is usually a good driver of economic growth and a driver of stock markets. Lastly, they've got a rising urbanizing population. What does that mean? A lot of people are moving from the region or country areas into the city, again, a driver of global or economic growth domestically. And remember, the dog and the woman were going in the general direction. The dog being the stock market, the woman being the nation's economic health or GDP. That's it from me. So look for sectors or regions or countries of the world that are growing fast. It gives us a better chance of investing successfully, and it's part of that top-down approach, which I've talked to you about a few times. What do you think? Do you like India? Are you from India? Is there a sector or a stock that you like or that you've been looking at? Drop a comment in the comment section. Tell me if you like the video or not. Forward this to a friend. And as always, good luck with your investing.